Hi all, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we are going to take a use case of the context hub, like how we can target our audience. So for this I'm referring one I will say one document that is on the provided by Adobe uh, on the documentation portal. So I'm referring that in order to explain you all. So I will say like this video is not copyrighted because I have used some other material. So what I will do, we need to first create one experience fragment. So let me quickly move back to AEM, and inside the AEM I need to do one thing, like I need to create an experience fragment. So I will select the experience fragment. Inside that could be practice experience fragment. I will simply create an experience fragment, and inside the experience fragment I need a web variation. So I will select this particular template and I will say create, and after that I will say like we need to fill the title and all the things. So I will say for this one I will say Kuldeep demo xf. Okay, so that like it is visible to you. So inside that I will say Kuldeep xf. So we are following that. So I will simply hit the create. Once you have created that, you just need to click on the done. Okay, now you can see like the Kuldeep demo experience fragment has been created in your particular what I say in your experience fragment. Now what you can do, just open that particular page, open that content fragment. I will say open that experience fragment and edit that, and is after editing that what you can do, okay, so let me move to the edit. So inside the experience fragment what I need to do, I need to insert one component here. So what can I do, I just this is like I would say I'm adding one image. Okay, so this image, what I can do, just open the side panel, and from the side panel what I can do, I can add one assets. Okay, so inside the assets, let's search for the assets. So if I take you the example, so let's take this one. Okay, so this is the default variation that we have. Now if I click on this particular variation, so I will simply click like create a variation, and I will select variation, and inside that variation, in order to create the variation we need a template. So the template that I want same template. So I will select and title. Inside that title I will say it is for males. Okay, so I am taking this as a males experience fragment. Okay, inside the name I am passing males, and I will simply click OK. Now if I edit this, so inside the experience fragment I will simply add an image, or inside the image let me move back to the assets, and I will search for one man image. Let's see whether in our assets have or not. Yes, it is there. So let me quickly pick which image. As per me this image is quite good, so I'm picking this one. Okay, now that's it. Now again click on that experience fragment, create variation. Inside the template I will pick the same experience fragment web variation. Inside the title I will say females experience fragment. Inside the name I will say females xf. Now hit OK, and inside this experience fragment, or let me quickly remove this, I will add one image, and inside this image I will again move to the assets. Instead of man I will say woman and hit enter. So here's the list of women, so I'm picking this one image. Okay, so this is the very basic thing. Like I have one experience fragment that I'm going to target on the basis of gender of the particular user. So now what I need to do, I just need to do one thing. I will go to my AEM, just unselect that, and inside our sites go to the vretail, language master, English, Kuli practice, and here we are going to create a page. Okay, so I'm creating a new page. I will say this is what I say, this is experience page. Okay, so I'm picking this one, Kuldeep practice editable template that I have used earlier. So this is experience fragment variations demo. Okay, I will simply create. I will open that. So inside this, if I say this to you, now you have information about this. Let me remove this first. So if in order to remove this, is it possible? Yes, it is. So how can I delete this? In order to delete, here it is not available, so we can delete from the assets console. Yes, select, and from here we can delete. It's quite simple, right? Now we are at our page. Now we are going to add an experience fragment here, and inside the experience fragment just go to your assets, components, filters, and let's move back to the assets. Inside that I'm select my experience fragment. So this is the default variation is this one, so I will select default one, that is this one. Now what I need to do, I just need to configure this particular experience fragment. So I will simply click configure, and inside the configure I will select the open selection dialog box, that is this one, and this is the master, right? This is the master variation, so it is correctly configured. So as of now, like I don't need to configure anything, so it's totally correct. Now I will do one thing. Instead of add it, what I will pick, I will pick targeting. Okay, now let's close this, and inside the targeting we have one option, that is next to this activity, this plus icon. Okay, so inside the plus icon what I need to do, I need to create one personalized content. So what I will say, new activity I need to create. So here I'm saying Kuldeep practice, and inside that I'm saying practice. Okay, so this is like context for targeting engine. So we have one more, Adobe Target. So like I don't have configuration with a Adobe Target, so I'm using AEM. Now click create. Now this is successfully created, right? Now this is Kuldeep practice. You can see currently it is configuring. So I will select start targeting. So inside that start targeting, once you click on that, then you can see like at the right hand side there this thing is visible to you. Okay, so now you can do one thing, select the male audience. Like we can select the male audience. In order to do that, so you can just simply click on this add experience targeting, and inside this I will pick the male. Okay, and male name is male. Okay, and I will pick one more, and we will pick females, and okay. So male and female are has been configured like this, and now what I need to do, I will now I will do one thing. I will click on the next. Okay, so you can see now like male audience is configured with the experience male, and the female audience is configured with the female experience. So I will simply click next, start. So in this I will say nothing, so just save. Now you are on the page. Okay, so this is the default experience fragment. I will say just at the start targeting. So this, let me go back and I will select preview, and you can see, let me switch to the profiles persona instead of this. If I pick this, so I think like experience fragment didn't get mapped properly, so or it may be like my AEM issue, but like what needs to be done here. So let me reconfigure that thing, because I think it is not like it is not let me go back to the targeting mode, and what is the condition plus title. Kuldeep practice is the only thing that we want. Start targeting, and instead of the default I select this. In this target, this is particular component is now targeted, correct? Now in mail, what I want, like this we have already configured. So already we know like inside the male and female we have audience. Next, and I will show you the mail is mapped to the map. Save. Now if we again hit the preview button, so now you can see if the female user is there, then this particular URL is showing. Let me change the profile first. Let's see whether it will get reflect or not. So it is again like my AEM issue is going on, because it is not able to show like how the things is working. So let's wait for some time. Yes, it is loading now. If I show you, so still the same page is showing, right? So what is the issue is that if I tell you like issue is this, we didn't map it properly. So in order to map it, we need to map it properly. Start targeting. By default, this is the particular component on which we want to target. Okay, so first select that. So this is for what? Disable targeting. Now it is showing component is no longer targeted. Okay, so I will again select that and start target that. After that, if I go to the mail, then inside the mail I will configure that, and I want like when the male particular gender was there, then we want this male experience fragment to be get reflected, and when the female gender user was there, then we want like the female experience fragment to get reflected. So I will select that, select, and I will hit OK. Now next, now our mapping is done. Now I can say like this is the proper mapping that we want. Now simply click next, save. Now if we hit the preview button, now you can see once the user, let me take the example of this one. So So it is taking time for me to load that. So let's wait for some time and let's see like what is the issue with that. So now you can see the page is in preview mode, and if I click on this context hub and click on the persona, and inside the persona if I hit on the anonymous, then this page is not getting reflected. So maybe it is like due to my limitation of my AEM resource. But actually what needs to happen, if some female person get like visited in this particular sites, then this experience fragment needs to be get like reflected according to the gender of this particular page. So maybe like it is my AEM issue, because I explained you like how to do the mapping and all the things. So it may be my AEM instance. So for the sake of like double checking, like as I already told you, like I'm also learning this thing. So I'm also not the master of this tool. I'm also trying to learn this. So we can do one thing, like we can again cross verify like why our thing is not working properly. So if I configure that, you can see engine is not set. Okay, so context hub we can pick. Okay, so let's see like maybe this configuration we are missing, maybe. So I'm not sure about that, but we can try like why the thing is not working properly. So if I, yes, now it's working, you see, because when I selected a female profile, then it is showing the female. If I select the male, then it is showing the male. So you got like what is the reason. So always when some error come, don't like fed up, just go for the root cause, like why it's not working. So if we click on the anonymous, so if you want to know like how I did that, so simply click on the edit, just configure that, and when you configure that it will ask for the default engine. So we can set that it is context hub. Instead of that, if it is integrated with Adobe Campaign, then we can mention that. If it is integrated with Adobe Darker, then we can configure that. Okay, so that's all for this particular video. We are going to close this particular tutorial, and we have some few more topics to discuss. After that I will say like you are a master of content author part. So like it will take me 3 or 4 videos more after this video. Then after that I can say like you can work as a content author, and after that like we will meet in the next video. Until then, bye bye.